Hey, District 7, we're here live again from Toronto Kin Convention 2014, and we are here with Kin Canada's newest national president, one of my best friends, Ron Hanishewsky. Ron, as you can see, is ready to go dressed down for the night. I'm still very formal. We're going to fix that in a little bit. But I wanted to grab Ron before he started partying and before some of the flocks of people have already come to start taking pictures, but that will continue all night long. So, but anyway, all that being said, how does it feel? How does it feel to be national president? Good?
It feels really good.
Yeah?
It does. Yeah, it feels awesome.
Tell me a little bit about how Ron Hanishewsky got here. So there's a lot of people back home that are new members in Kin, or might have seen you a few years ago at FLC, for example, in Fredericton. But tell people a little bit about how you got to where you are today in Kin.
I guess my journey started locally in my club. I got involved there. The opportunity to go out, volunteer, give back to the community, network, and grew from there. Moved through the club in the way of different positions. Moved up to the president, and came to my first national convention in 2005 in St. John's, Newfoundland, and something just again wanted to continue on that path of being able to learn more, strive more, go out, inspire people, and give back what I was getting out of it.
Right.
And moved up to governor and then to the national board, and again just wanted to continue, and things just kind of seemed to keep rolling. It all fell into place, and
nice.
And afforded the opportunity to be the national president.
When you look back at what you've done over your time in Kin, how has that impacted your own life? What have you taken away from your involvement in Kin that has really, enhanced or changed who you are?
Wow, it's so hard to describe. I think personally, it's offered me so many opportunities, both professionally and personally, just growing as a person, and tools and skills I've learned and been able to hone and bring to the forefront.
Right. It's a great place to be, to grow. I completely agree. When we heard today, we heard some really cool numbers in the last couple of days that I shared with past National President Mellon as well. One was over $1 million raised for cystic fibrosis in the last year. Over $21 million raised for Canadian communities. Both of those numbers going up. And then today, to kind of see where we are with membership. In the past year, we've brought in over 1,000 new or reinstated members, 10 new clubs, overall net growth of close to 150 right across the country. A lot of really good success stories. And again, none of those things happen overnight, but I know that you guys have been working very diligently at the national board level to kind of continue to make sure that the association moves forward, because you can't remain stagnant, right? What looks great today can fall apart tomorrow if we don't keep focused on moving forward. If I'm at home and I'm a member in the club and I want to know what the board is doing and what the association needs to do to keep that momentum moving along, what would you say to that?
I say we need to look at, I believe people want to go out and they want to volunteer, and I think it's about finding a different opportunity to engage those people that want to give back in their communities, and I think there's real opportunity for that. I believe Canada as a society is about helping others and giving back, and the potential is there in finding those people, and they want to come out and they want to make a difference, and I think Kin Canada is the best way to go about doing that.
Absolutely. I agree. I think that's brilliant. One more question, maybe two. First one is, tonight when you gave your speech, after you took the chain, the bling, put it on, it'll probably burn a little bit throughout the year, but it's all good, it happens. You talked a little bit about your children, and I know how much for you and your wife Leslie, how much the kids mean to you guys. Same thing here, I think about my kids back home. When you look at your children, and Marley and Alexandria are really kind of just sitting right to the side with us right now, they're just, yeah, shot over, totally. Yeah. Hey guys, say hi.
Hi, District 7. Hi.
They're, they're sitting here just kind of taking it all in. When you think about those guys, the whole family, and you think about where Kin can go, why why is it so important for you to make sure that something like this is still there for them tomorrow?
I think it's about instilling those values and those ethics in the kids, and the importance of being able to give back to other people, and how that helps them and impacts them, but also how it impacts you and the difference it'll make in your life personally.
Yeah.
You know, it's so huge, and there's no way to really measure that, I don't think. It's just, you kind of just have that feeling, and you feel good about what you've done, and again, you never know who you're going to run into in the future that's maybe been impacted by something that has been done by you or a fellow kin member many years ago, just because of the legacy we leave.
Right. And we're involved in so many communities. But you know, if I'm at home and I'm not in kin right now, and you know, a big part of your role over the next year is ambassadorial, the visits and the tours, and we'll have them in District 7, and we'll be bringing them to lots of places. If I'm coming up to you on the street, or if I'm coming up and saying, you know what, Ron, I think your organization's probably very great, you've done a lot of great work for a lot of people, but there's 20, 30, 50 different things I can do in my spare time. Why should they pick Kin Canada over another organization? Not to take people away, because every volunteer organization has its value, there's huge benefits, but what makes Kin Canada stand out?
I think Kin Canada is really about a family. You know, it's that extended family, that opportunity to feel like you belong to something. You know, there's service work and there's fellowship, and really Kin Canada has both of those, and the two meld so well together.
Yeah.
And it's about volunteering, but it's about belonging to the bigger picture.
Very well said. We'll wrap it up here. Anything, as people start seeing this, they're getting ready to start the next Kin year. Anything you'd like to say to people back home in District 7, or you know, I'm sure we'll take this and put it up on your YouTube channel as well, that you know, to get the year running, things that, you know, a message you want to share?
I think I just want to share the message of, you know, go out and keep doing what you're doing in your communities. Go out and try to make an impact in someone else's life, because it does have that ripple effect. And when you do that, you're going to be successful. And when you bring a positive energy to everything, that just kind of multiplies and rolls on, and you really feel good about that. And that energy of inspiring people just is immeasurable.
Awesome. We have a great leader in Ron. Again, very great friend of mine, and Kin Canada's national president for the 14-15 year. If you get a chance throughout the year, and I'm sure you will, make sure to pull this guy aside and have a chat with him. He's got a lot to offer, and he's going to bring us to some great places. Thanks, buddy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
See you.